Hello everyone, my name is Scott. I have used Excel to make sphere functions in Minecraft. So you can see a couple little examples here. I have a hollowed out glass dome, and I have an obsidian dome over here, and I'll show you some full-size spheres here in a second. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I've been using Visual Basic for a while. I guess I didn't realize I put that one right on top of the other one. But so this is a wool sphere, and I'll go inside here and I'll show you that it's fully wool. It's all solid wool here. So the way the functions have to be made, I can't really make it hollow using the fill command, so I had to make a separate one. And now that you saw it was solid before, it is now hollow. You just basically make a fill command with air and a little bit smaller than the original size. I also wrote a function to, of course, erase the sphere. Of course, it's going to probably have eaten into my dome down here. Yep, it ate into the dome. So that's actually kind of cool that it ate into the dome. I didn't try that one before, but so there you go. That's what's left of the dome after I ate the top off with the wool sphere. But some other cool things I realized I could do. So this is a different glass sphere. It's actually in the same spot as the other one, but then I can fill that with lava, which is kind of cool. Give it a second here. There it is. I got a sphere full of lava. That doesn't look all that great, really, so I figured I could try it with barrier blocks. It works a little smoother if I erase the first one before replacing it. I'll give it a second here. Alright, erased. So I have a sphere of barrier blocks that then I fill with lava, because you can't see the barrier blocks unless you're holding a barrier block. You can see it's covered in barrier blocks, or that's what's holding the lava in. Once you let go of the barrier block, you can now see the lava alone. Make a big ball of lava, looks like the sun. Alright, so I'll go over to Excel and I'll show you how all this works. Alright, so this is the Excel Visual Basic that I've been using. If you look at the actual page, the spreadsheet, a little bit of information up here about how this is all going to work. I created a list of common blocks that can be used with the ID on the left and what it actually means on the right. If I want to fill with just stone, And so then I create a file name, and it will automatically set it to this path once I hit the make file. So I want to look at my size. So if I want to make it 30, which is the same size as all the others, and I've been centering here for some unknown reason. I don't know why I picked these numbers, but here they are. And I can make it a hemisphere or not. So let's just make this a full sphere and hit the make file button. And in the code, what it does, so this one up here at the top is selecting and deselecting the hemisphere button, and it will just disable the top and bottom, whether you want a bowl or a dome option buttons. So this is the make file. It comes in and gets the stuff off the page that you just entered, the radius and the center coordinates of the sphere. And if you used a hemisphere, it goes through this piece here and allows you to only select the bottom or the top. Otherwise, it uses the predetermined values for the vertical part of the three-dimensional array. I initialize everything to false in a Boolean array, which is pretty small, right? Everything's either a 0 or a 1, nothing fancy. And then I use a good old Pythagorean theorem here. X squared, y squared, z squared, square root of all that added together. And if that's less than the radius you selected, then it makes a true in the array, and done. Now I could have a fill for every individual block in there, but it would be a huge file. So what I've done is I made it do it in lines, so there's just one line of blocks for every line that needs to be made in the sphere. So open a file. The file name is from the path I selected out front on the spreadsheet, and it pulls in which block you're using, which method you're using, which of course isn't working right now because of the way the sphere has to be made. Open the file, and then if I have a true in the array, then I have to go through and figure out how long that line of blocks needs to be, and then I create the fill command, which is x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2 in the block. Of course, the old block handling isn't working. And then print that to the file and continue through the array until the file is complete. Close the file and it's done. So I know it's a little complicated maybe, but it definitely makes decent looking spheres in Minecraft as long as you know where they need to go. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe you can do some of this on your own. Okay folks, I relocated my microphone and hopefully it sounds a little bit better. Okay folks, now I'm going to show you the function we just created with the stone sphere. I believe that's the name I used. There we go. Oh, this one's a little smaller. Well, I might have moved the center a little bit. Okay, anyway, that's the end of my little video. I appreciate you watching, and good luck with your Minecraft.